Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. This is Kinan Fadi, and this is my presentation for my proposal for PSM1. So first, my project will be called InfraPilot. Okay, so my idea of my project, it's a lightweight agent that will be installed for especially Linux operating system and Linux famous distribution. So So why I'm creating this project? So there's a challenges with monitoring Linux systems and servers. First, it requires people and human interaction, but human interaction is limited to the job hours only, which usually is only 8 hours. By the way, the system is running 24 hours and 7 days. So the system can have any problem at these hours out of the working time. Also, if a problem occur, no one will know that system have a problem till the next day. The administrator will come the next day, and after the system maybe bleeds or crash, he will start panicking and analyzing the system to find the issue and then fix it. And this is usually cost companies a lot of time and a lot of money. So this is the three critical problems: manual and reactive monitoring. So admin only check CPU memory disk usage across multiple devices using InfraPilot. So InfraPilot will run in the backend in Linux as a daemon service, and it will keep scanning the system every 30 seconds to find any issues in the system. So also it will have a configuration drift and security misconfigurations. So the agent will be taught and have a set of rules. Okay, so this set of rules he will compare to the configuration files, like for the configuration file for the SSH, making sure that the configuration is in the right place. Like, for example, the root is not permitted to SSH online, for example. Also, it can, for another example, disable the password authentication for the SSH and just make it asymmetric connection. And if something happened, we will alert the administrator using the InfraPilot. InfraPilot will alert this problem to a special website and which have also connected to Grafana dashboard, which administrator can see all problems and all system health in one place, in one centralized place. And this is my proposed solution. So we will have a rule-based problem detection engine. We will have a continuous background daemon service running in the background. We will have a configuration file auditing. We will have a centralized dashboard with a graphical analysis to make it easy for the administrator to the next day to know where is the exact problem that we are having. Also, for the technology, I will mainly focus on using Python because Python have a lot of options and libraries that works well with the operating system, like BaseUtil and other libraries, as we will see later. So how InfraPilot works? It will collect the data from the system every 30 seconds, and for the configuration audit, it will compare configuration files to define rule set. It will alert and report the variation to the dashboard, and we will have a visualization in Grafana display real-time metrics and trends. So the key features are, as mentioned, the CPU. The administrator will be able to see the CPU, RAM, disk, network usage, health, and all of that in a real-time alert. It will keep check the service health also, like Nginx, MySQL, SSH. It will have a historical analysis, like a trend analysis and performance using the Grafana dashboard. For the security, it will enable firewall rules, maybe the basic one for my project. A user permissions verification. Make sure that every user have its right permission. And this is the technology stack. We will use Python and SUTL to manage the disks, processors, CPUs, maybe priority also, and memory. For the rule-based engine also, it will be a determinate detection with defined rules and their holes. All this data that our light engine, our light agent collect will be connected to the database, with a time scale database. So we will have a time series data storage for trend analysis and historical reporting. Also, we'll use API technology, and this is another library used by Python. We'll use Fast API, which have a production really fast REST API with automatic documentation, and finally Grafana. So, is there any tools that have my idea? Well, yes and no. For yes, yeah, there's a tool that can that have a limited config budget, and for rules like Ansible and those, we will set up rules for many servers, but there is no centralized place that can gather the installation and monitoring and config edited in one place with a dashboard and the graphical analysis that administrator can visualize easily. Okay, this is the system architecture, agent layer, lightweight daemon and monitor services collection matrices, API layer, the first API backend, and handling code. We'll have also code like delete history and make update the alert if administrator is if the administrator is now currently have acknowledged with the error or not. Also for the database, storing time to series matrices and logs and dashboards. So there is my suggestion, but also it can work for minimum requirements. Like I guess for GB of RAMs also can be good. 25 GB of storage is okay, and it will work in the famous distribution of Linux like Ubuntu, Debian, Rachel, and CentOS. Okay. For the security features, we have API keys, and we will hash the transfer of the data that's going from the agent to the to the website. We'll have an HTTPS transport, which we handled by Python request library also, and maybe we have data isolation by user. So this is my idea. For a quick summary, we'll have an agent connecting with our website that we will create also. This agent will scan the system, okay, scan the system and what compare like configuration files to see if the configuration files are good or not. We will have a visualization for the CPU health, disk storage, and all of that connected to our website, and the connection is used by API technologies. Also, hashing technology is included for my project. So this is a basic idea for my proposal now, and thank you for listening.